Welcome back, gang. It's Delty from Deltia's Gaming, and we are back for part 4 of ESO Cribs, our housing preview. In this video, we'll be covering medium homes, roughly 190,000 to 335,000 gold. It's starting to get hefty in the price, but as you can see, these houses start to get really big, really imaginative. So stay tuned. Let's get started. First home up, we have Bouldertree Refuge at 190,000 gold, and it screams trees, wood elf, hippie stuff. And you can see it has a large outdoor area with two specific tree pod things. One enclosed, one not so enclosed. But you can see they're starting to get a lot more spacious. The cool thing about this is you can decorate any part of this area. So even all that outdoor stuff, you can get really creative and start decorating, making cool stables, getting your little trough there, whatever wood elves do with that. And yeah, 190,000, pretty good value if you like the wood elf thing. Next up, we got Cliffshade at 255,000 gold, just a little bit east of where we are. Pretty Aldemary Dominion based. Looks pretty cool in here in Moorbuck. So you can see all the little decorations, very Aldemary Dominion style, though I like the stone features of this house. A lot of paintings. You got beets. Remember to eat your vegetables, kids. You keep going up, and it's like a similar to the stuff in Volkogard, basically the layout. Really important notice here, don't jump over things. You might break your leg. Other than that, really good house at 255,000 gold. One of my favorite, Domus, Phrasticus, or whatever you say. It's in Craglorn, so you know it's cool. Look at this outside. You got a cherry tree. I mean, come on. George Washington would be excited about this. And you can overlook Craglorn in entirety, like when you just turn around and look. And the outside is massive. Now, so is the price, 295,000 gold. So you're starting to see you're a little bit bang for your buck, but I think some people can get this in game. And look at that mountain view. I mean, that's actually pretty cool. I don't know. I'm getting excited. Inside's pretty cool as well. Got the nice little stone. You got that safari picture, so you remember your time hunting something boars in ESO Tamriel, Africa, I guess. Other than that, though, upstairs, that's where all the magic happens. Bed, your little boy's bed or a girl, and yeah, cool little house. Now we have Grymharth. Whoa, I'm sure I screwed that up, but it's in the Rift, so all you Nord lovers, this feels like a tavern. So the downside is you're not going to have a cool outside with like snow, but if you look at the inside, I mean, it feels like one of those Nord taverns you'd come and drink, and it'd be kind of a funny, like, I guess, RP meat hall. There's that safari picture again. I knew I shouldn't have put that up again. And then you got your upstairs where, you know, all your guys hang out. And you can actually exit that door that we saw, but it doesn't take you anywhere like you can edit. So pretty cool, but I needed it outside. Now we're headed back to Alikr and House of the Silent Magnifico at 320,000 gold. So this is very Redguard once again. Really big inside, which is really cool. So the cool thing is you got it upstairs, and then if you actually exit the upstairs, which I'll show you in a bit, there's a top area. So you're like living right in the heart of the town, which I like. The downside is you can't edit the top side of it, but if you're really looking for something with a big interior, this would be it. And plus, it's in the desert. Deserts are cool. Next up, we got the Orc Mournoth Keep in Bangkori at 325,000 gold. This is by far my favorite of the bunch. Look at the space this has. Plus, the architecture is really cool with the stone. I just love the Orc architecture and feel, and the outside is tremendous. So you got a bottom floor, you got an upper floor, and you can edit all this stuff in here. I mean, you can just put tons and tons of stuff. A training dummy, fireplace, emperor throne, wink wink, and all sorts of things. Plus you got this upside area here where you can maybe even make a dueling hall for your guild. So I think at the cost, this is probably the best bang for your buck. It looks cool, provides tons of space. Like if you're looking for a low cost guild hall, I would think about choosing this. Next up is Ravenhurst at 260,000 gold. This is probably one of my least favorites. It has like a bunch of space inside, and that's nice. And as you can see, it's pretty cool decorated, but I'm just not feeling the style or just the size and the architecture of this house. And at 260,000 gold, I mean, I could just pay a little bit more and get a lot more bang for my buck. Though if you like the little, I don't know, upstairs thing, cottage, whatever. I'm not a housing guy. And it does have an outside area right here. So you can exit that and put some stuff here, but it just doesn't compete with the other ones I saw. Next up is Sleek Creek House at 335,000 gold. This is like the AD semi-medium mansion type thing. So if you're into the AD Aldemary Dominion, you like the Khajiit stuff, this is pretty cool. I don't like the architecture, but you gotta admit, the view is stellar. So it's not so much the inside what makes this cool, because you have an upper and a downstairs, but there's just so much space on the outside. So if you wanted like a cool crafting area to set up all your little crafts, to set up your training dummy, this would be a really good value if you like the AD style. Hippie Argonian time, the Ample Domicile at 195,000, and we get a big old poop hut. Yep, for almost 200,000 gold, you get a pile of poop. But hey, that's what Argonians like living in, right? So that's just natural. I have an Argonian character, so don't make fun of me. Anyways, you go in here, and it's a pretty big area for like just one little hut. But what's that? What is that? That is the spookiest thing you could ever put in your house. And you can't get up there. I want to really get up there and like store stuff, but I don't know. Seems kind of weak for 195,000. But if you like poop huts, this is it. Last but not least is Vellus River Ii at 323,000 gold. So this is pretty cool. Basically the architecture kind of mimics what you would see in the NPC vendor area. So you have upstairs, middle floor, and a downstairs. You could do like, you know, Daedric cult stuff down here, or if you're me, have a baby's room and have the baby just play around and throw up and you clean up after it. And anyways, that's my personal life. You're not here for that. Going upstairs. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, you can kind of see it's kind of meh to me, since it's like so much what the guild, like mage guilds look like, or the little taverns look like. But it does have a little outside back area, so that adds a lot of value. Still not my favorite, but it's pretty cool if you like the architecture. Well, gang, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video of ESO Cribs. We're doing the large next, and then some really cool manors and the Crown Store exclusive ones coming soon. Thanks for watching.